game to game. They just called in a psychiatrist without my knowledge, psychologist, and forced me into a meeting, adversarial meeting. It wasn't necessary to begin with, but that's the game. They wouldn't give me a ride, so I had to work that out in the front. I had to work that out in the beginning. So now they're setting me up again. It's just more continuous setup attempts. I'm forced to play the game to function and survive. I can't get a ride to the emergency room at UCLA unless I play the game, unless I respond. See, all I asked for, I was told, come down, get an ambulance to UCLA. They refused to provide a ride back. I have to have a ride back. I can't walk to UCLA. I'm too injured. So all this other nonsense began after that, including the calling in of a psychologist, psychiatrist to monitor the conversation. And it's just more setup, constant setup and entrapment schemes. It's just constant setup and entrapment everywhere I go. It's constant setup and entrapment. So UCLA, so the ambulance just leaves, so call us when you need us. Gorman refused to provide a ride back from the hospital, which I have to have. I can't walk into it. And so because I needed that, I had to go through all this other stuff. That's the setup. That's the entrapment. I can't hear a word you're saying. You're just wasting your breath.
You know what I mean? How you doing? Dr. Michaels and Dr. Carter would like to have a conversation with you.
So the game continues now, does it? It's just a game. It's all it is. It's all it's ever been. They don't know they're victims. They won't know.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
I can stand.
Okay.
They said they won't give me a ride back. I can't walk back from UCLA.
Well, Mr. Stowe, Mr. Two, if they were to keep you, they probably would have kept you overnight. You're saying you're in so much pain.
Yeah, but I just told you and made clear to your staff in front of the UCLA first responders. She said UCLA didn't offer rides. That I'm going to have to ride back. I get a ride back. I can't walk.
I understand that. But you should have let them take you because that's never been the thing that the hospital.
Okay, so thank you very much for your help.
But I'm not done talking. So
Okay, so just whatever you got to say, go ahead and say it. Appreciate all your help.
We're trying to be helpful, but we can't.
So I just, all I want to do is go to the hospital. Then you drag me down and finish nonsense. I'm going back to my bed.
So this is what we'll do, Mr. Two.
You didn't offer a ride last night. Why would I expect one tonight? Or tomorrow?
So it sounds like what this is proposed.
So that's what this little game is. Okay.
This is
No.
bad, Mr. Two, you're not letting anybody finish. What I'm saying to
Yes.
I can hear him if I'm looking at him.
the hospital never, the paramedics never pick up anybody and bring them back. They
No,
always
I
drop
didn't
them
ask for that. I said the hospital.
And again, the hospital may be able to get a ride if they can find one, but they usually don't do that, and it depends on the case, the person.
Well, if you didn't give me a ride last night, why should I expect one tonight or tomorrow?
Because we're not medical professionals, and when you say you're in pain, we're not going to move you. That is a medical professional's job.
Right,
They say
okay.
you can
Well, I
walk.
wouldn't be in pain if it wasn't for your chair. And since there's cameras everywhere, and there was a witness standing in the doorway, you probably have enough evidence already.
So, Mr. Two, I'm pretty sure I'm going to recommend to go to a different program because this isn't working.
Why isn't it working?
It doesn't seem that we're meeting your needs.
Well, we're trying to provide you services.
I haven't received any services. I haven't received a caseworker. I haven't received anything from you. All I've gotten is a bed and some food. I've been here 3 days.
And so,
So I haven't gotten anything. And the second day I was injured, going on to the third day. So I haven't gotten anything from anyone. So, I've been encountering trouble since I recorded the FBI in 2009 in New Orleans. I've been encountering massive trouble everywhere I go. This is nothing new. The violence to my spine. My spine was damaged already before the accident. L5, L4, L5S1, that was already damaged from violence. Both shoulders are damaged from violence. They know all this. They knew this coming in. When I came in, I showed them all the medical records. I told them about it when I was accepted into the program.
You want to go to the ER, but not the VA ER.
I don't want to go to the VA. I went to the VA last night, didn't get the help that I wanted, and I got more pain today than I had yesterday. Yeah. No, but that's not the game. That's not how the game works. I didn't say that. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that the person that was on the phone was listening to the conversation, and so they can also affirm that that I never said those words. In fact, I told you I could walk. You're obviously getting a lot of misinformation here, or disinformation. Okay, so I'll just make it clear to you. I've been here 3 days. I've got no help except food in the bed. Okay, no casework or nothing. Okay, except for the games that they played with me since I walked through the door. Okay, I'm a whistleblower. I'm a targeted individual. I've been encountering this nonsense for many years. This is not the first place I've had trouble. Okay, so I'm talking to her, sir. If you just let me finish, because I've been talking to you now for about an hour. So I'm in that situation where I'm constantly harassed by the government abroad and here in the States. And just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, I just want to make real clear that it's no ordinary trouble. In fact, it's quite deadly and dangerous what's going on with me. So I just show you one video of what I'm dealing with and how I got to be injured like I am. So this is the video here. If you'll just wait for a second.
This is a decoy to distract the target.
That's a machete. That's Nicaragua. That's Central America. Wait, this is Spain. This is where one of the violent attacks happened that damaged my spine before the accident. That wasn't my fault. You're going to see them take my crutches and start beating me with them. Calling me CIA, get out of here, CIA. I'm not CIA, I'm Department of Defense and FEMA. So this gets much, and I can show you the rest of the video, but I go crashing down, but it's not necessary. If you want to see me crashing down, that's fine. I have the accident, one of the many that have damaged my spine. So my spine was already injured before that chair collapsed. Okay, L4, L5, L5S1 was already in pieces before that. Okay, and they couldn't tell me anything at the VA last night. All they said, no fracture. They said, we can't tell you nothing else, no soft tissue damage or anything. I can't get medical help. I can't get dental help. I can't get anything for many years because of what's happened. My family is being attacked.
Where's your family?
Their next door neighbor is head of the FBI for 20 years, FBI chief, and their house is being broken into every night. They've been next door neighbors to the head of the FBI for South Carolina, and their property's being vandalized every day, and they're having break-ins, and they got it on video. They got the people coming into the house on video. They called the police and reported it, showed it to them. Yeah. And so, this guy is not, I'm buying our agent. He's the special agent in charge of the Columbia, South Carolina office, which makes him an FBI chief for the state. Okay, and he's their not down the street, 300 feet away. Okay, their next door neighbor. Okay, and that can't be happening. That can't be happening when your next door neighbor's head of the FBI. That doesn't happen. Okay.
Sean.
So I'd like to know this has been going on for quite some time, and I'd just like some help. That's all I like.
Yeah, I mean, we'd love to help you. So would it be helpful to get you to UCLA?
I've already been through this with him, and we already worked it out, but they won't give me a ride back. I have to work everything out I've learned the hard way in the front before I make these decisions. This is the individual I wrote a complaint against. He committed a HIPAA violation yesterday, and he kept on the phone for 10 minutes after I repeatedly asked him to hang up the call. Okay, there was someone listening to the entire call. I had somebody on the phone that was helping me, and so I just continued with the call because I was injured. And there's a witness to what he was doing, and it went on for 10 minutes, okay? And he refused to hang up that phone call after I told him to. I'll work out my own health care, thank you. Okay, and he would not hang that phone up. He would not hang it up. And that went on for 10, almost 11 minutes. Okay? So that's a HIPAA violation. That's a breach of federal. I can't do that. He can't keep talking. He's on an automated recorder, and he still, there's nobody on the phone. He won't even hang the phone up. He's talking to other people, getting more automated recordings. He's still on the phone 10 minutes later. I'm repeatedly asking him, okay, so you going to take me to the hospital or not?
Well,
I just need a yes or no. It'll be good. I've been through this 1,000 times. Yes or no?
I'm happy to order you an Uber.
And a ride back?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll wait outside. Thank you. And this program's just fine for me. Thank you. If I could get a new caseworker, it would be nice. Maybe one that doesn't commit a HIPAA violation. That would be really nice.
How about you don't yell in the hallway? I need you to stay in here.
Okay, so
I need you to, you had your moment. You had your moment.
let me take my headphones off, but just keep it down, please. Okay?
I'm telling you the same thing.
Sometimes I raise my voice and I don't realize it because I got headphones on. I'm not yelling. Okay, I'm just telling you what's going on with me. So I'd like a new
I'm
caseworker.
going to switch case managers because you just got here. And the way the story goes, Mr. Brown, I need you to hear this.
I have a witness.
I understand that, Mr. Brown. I'm fine with that. But I don't switch case managers. We have to figure a way to work. So listen.
I'm not speaking. I'm saying. I'm just watching you. I'm not saying a word.
I'm going to leave him on the case. I'm going to leave him on his case roll. But if this doesn't move forward progressively in a positive way, we may have to look at another option because I can't have the tension or the situations that are being created.
The feds
So I
won't
need
talk
you-
to me. The FBI refuses to speak to me. I call them and they just hang the phone up. They want.
You should deal with one problem at a time.
So I called them yesterday and I was trying to talk to them, and your doorstep was yelling at me while I was trying to talk to the feds. While the FBI is on the phone, he's sitting there. The other guy, not this one. The other guy yelling at me. Okay, that's on surveillance, but just take a look at it.
Mr. Brown, did you fall last night? Did you fall down last night?
The chair went straight. That
No,
chair.
outside.
No.
Did you fall down outside?
No.
Okay. No problem. You want us to call you an Uber?
But don't you think I would know if I fell down? I mean, wouldn't that be kind of obvious to me? Since I know you have everything on surveillance video, would I sit here and lie about that?
I think he was just asking because he wasn't
Yeah.
very
No, despite many attempts to break the chain of causation, I went to law school for 3 years at the University of Liverpool. Okay, I know the law. I learned it for 3 years. So despite every attempt to break the chain of causation, they've not been able to. Okay, including when the ambulance arrived yesterday, trying to redirect the request for the ambulance away from New Directions, who made the request on the phone, to me. Okay, those kind of games. So all I'd like is just a...
Do you remember the conversation you had with Bill 500 yesterday? When you went down there, do you remember that conversation?
We didn't have much of a conversation. I walked out. Federal police came, but they're not going to do anything. They're not going to arrest me. They're not going to do anything.
Let's call your Uber. Where are you going to be so we can make sure they come to you?
I had no conversation with anybody but emergency room staff and the federal police. They called me and I walked out because that's the game that I've been forced to play for a minute. Last time they told me I should call the White House for help. So while I'm here talking to you, who are you? I don't even know who you are. No one introduced themselves.
I'm Dr. Michael, and I'm Vice President of Programs.
Okay, so you're his supervisor,
Yeah.
Mr. Carter's supervisor. Okay, it would have been good at the beginning of this conversation if people could have identified themselves so I know who I was speaking with. I just got here. I'm not causing any trouble. I'm the one that's being caused the trouble. Okay, and actually, the reason I have to wear headphones is because of energy that's damaged my ears. Some type of energy doctors don't know, but I have many doctors' reports and videos of those reports to show you that I have the damage. They verified that I have the damage. My human rights lawyer in Ecuador says that it is irrefutable proof I'm being attacked. Okay, so Diego Corral of Quito, Ecuador, he's my human rights lawyer. He said it's irrefutable evidence you're being attacked, Brian. Okay, so there's no question of whether I'm being attacked. The question is who's attacking me.
And we're not questioning that, sir.
Okay. There's no question. One more thing. There's no question I'm being caused all this trouble. The question is who's causing the trouble. That's all I'm. So I just would like. I didn't have any conversation with anybody but the federal police and the emergency room staff, and I walked out because because of what's going on. Been going on for years at the VA.
And you want UCLA Westwood, not San Juan.
Whichever one's closer. And I just want this game to stop. There's no reason for all this. All I requested, he came down, said, here, UCLA's on the way. The ambulance on the way to take you to UCLA. But the door staff said, no, we're not going to give you a ride back. And UCLA says, we're not going to give you a ride. So I've got to work that out now. I've got to go through all this nonsense. This conversation wasn't even necessary.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to get you some help, so.
The help that I need is physical. I have many physical injuries. I don't have mental health difficulties. I don't have any psychiatric difficulties.
Well, we're trying to get you.
And I have no history of that with the VA, and I'd like to keep it that way. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,